going to be doing some original music, and I'd just like to say hi to the live stream audience. I know you're used to seeing me on Thursday night over the next hill over at Antonio's, but I jumped over to this beautiful location high atop scenic Mount. What is the name of the mountain here? Do we know? Mount Arlington, we'll call it. Yeah. And I'm going to start with a brand new song. I haven't ever performed this live before because I just wrote it. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to send this out to all you light workers out there who are holding space for lots of angry and anxiety-ridden and fearful people. Keep shining your light. You're making a difference. This is called Everyday Dose. Some folks need that morning joe, a cup of tea and they're good to go. All I need is my everyday dose of you. Some folks need that. Oh, I'm going to start over. It's a brand new song and I forgot the lyrics already. So we're going to do a do-over. We'll try it again. Some folks need that morning joe, a cup of tea and they're good to go. All I need is my everyday dose of you. Some folks thrive on vitamins, on niacins and thiamines. All I need is my everyday dose of you. Don't need liquor and I don't need wine. Your smiling face suits me just fine. Don't need fortune and I don't need fame. Just need to hear you call my name.
Jim.
No place that I'd rather be than wherever you're standing right next to me. All I need is my everyday dose of you. Some folks need that morning run. You're my idea of having fun. All I need is my everyday dose of you. Some do yoga and some Tai Chi. I'm addicted to the way that you look at me. All I need is my everyday dose of you. Don't need liquor and I don't need wine. Your smiling face suits me just fine. Don't need fortune and I don't need fame. Just need to hear you call my name. No place that I'd rather be than wherever you're standing right next to me. All I need is my everyday dose of you. Some folks crave that morning high. I get the same effect when you're passing by. All I need is my everyday dose of you. Some folks can't live without that nicotine. I just want you smiling up at me. All I need is my everyday dose of you. I don't need liquor and I don't need wine. Your smiling face suits me just fine. Don't need fortune and I don't need fame. Just need to hear you call my name. No place that I'd rather be than wherever you're standing right next to me. All I need is my everyday dose of you. All I need is my everyday dose of you. All right. And if you're looking for a nice dose of caffeine, Hilltop Coffee is the place for you. All right, this next song is about kindness, which I think we could all use a little bit more of. It's called Winds of Change. If you want to feel good about yourself, do something kind for someone else. The love you give away today will come back one day. Will come back one day. One day. We think we own our destiny, but life is such a mystery. The only certainty we know is our change will blow. Winds of change will blow. Will blow. Please do not fight your fellow man. Lay down your arms, reach out your hands. Together we will rise, together we will stand. Winds of change will blow. Winds of change will blow. Will blow. Oh, people, now it's not too late. The time is here. Don't hesitate. Give up your fear. Give up your hate. Winds of change will blow. Winds of change will blow. Winds of change will blow. Will blow. Will blow. Will blow. Thank you, guys. How's the reverb? Is it too much? Is it okay? All right, great. Here's another newish song. This one is about rascals, rogues, and rangers, and I think that's the title I'm going with. We'll give it a shot. Yeah. The edges of society, concealed in impropriety, they linger in the shadows at the edges of conformity, disdainful of normality. They scorn the immorality of a culture that is steeped in repression of the truth. Rascal rogues and rangers, astral travelers and sages, groundbreaking, world-shaking, everybody contemplating, clues that overturn the lies the centuries cannot disguise. The truth is right before your eyes, blink and it is gone, 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 blink and it is gone. of Egypt's ever-shifting sands, the secrets of a culture that existed in antiquity, concealed and cloaked in mystery, lost to modern history. Hawara's vast technology about to be revealed by rascal rogues and rangers, astral travelers and sages, groundbreaking, world-shaking, enervating, contemplating, clues that overturn the lies the centuries cannot disguise. The truth is right before your eyes. Blink and it is gone, gone, gone. Blink and it is gone. In oceans deep and mountains steep, remains of ancient cities sleep in dormant mode. We lack the code to open up the portals, keeping watch over the mystery of those who held the frequency, the secrets of the universe hidden in plain sight. By rascal rogues and rangers, astral travelers and sages, groundbreaking, world-shaking, enervating, contemplating, clues that overturn the lies the centuries cannot disguise. The truth is right before your eyes. Blink and it is gone, gone, gone. Blink and it is gone, gone, gone. Blink and it is gone. Thank you, guys. Hey, Steve Arena, how's it going?
How's it going?
Good, good to see you.
You as well.
How's everything in your world there, Mr. Horton?
It's all just peachy keen.
Have you heard any who's lately?
Not lately.
I think we're bombing them all, so we're not hearing too much from that quarter. All right, well, let me pull another one out here. This is a song I wrote for a friend of mine named Leslie, who had a house in Fort Myers, Florida, until Hurricane Ian came along and took it away. And so I wrote this for her. It's called Head for the Higher Ground. When the clouds roll in, the rains fall down, the river is rising at the edge of town. Head for the higher ground. When the tide comes in and knocks you flat, pick yourself up off the mat. Head for the higher ground. Head for the higher ground. When you're in good run for 300,000 years or so, but I'm thinking it might be time for us to go, everybody. And for the higher ground. I don't think I can explain it any plainer, folks. You might think that climate change is just a hoax, but humor me. And for the higher ground. And for the higher ground. When you're in, don't turn your head. And for the higher ground. So you can see what they be calling next. Now you can rock and drill and rock and drill and rock all day. I'd just like to go on the record and say, everybody, and for the higher ground. We got a massive extinction event in store. Armageddon is knocking on your front door. Please, and for the higher ground. And for the higher ground. When you're in, don't turn your head. And for the higher ground. So you can see what they be calling next. Now I don't intend to be the prophet of doom, but if you'll excuse me, I believe it's time for me to end this tune. I've got to. And for the higher ground. And I hope you'll join me there. All right, thank you guys.
Out of tune here.
Mr. Stephen Horton on the bass. Still sounds quite melodious. Perhaps a little out of tune, but that could be me too, for sure. All right, so you know, if you head for that higher ground, when those rogue waves start rolling in, you're going to be in fine shape. So we're going to roll one in right now. This is the title track from a new EP that I'm having a release party to celebrate it on May 28th, which is a Friday, at Antonio's Pizza. The next hill over, you could take like a zip line if we had one, or you know, maybe a kite or something, and just go mountain to mountain, and you'd be there. So anyway, this one's called Rogue Wave. Lost without a trace in the ocean cold embrace. The ocean's cold embrace. Like a piece of glass once shattered, the sea has worn me smooth. My expectations battered, I had nothing left to prove. Praying every day for a big roadway, carry me away to a better place. Searching for a smile on a friendly face, praying for a little bit of saving grace. Dreams drift away just out of reach, or cast away on a lonely a sailor without a compass or a star. We navigate by trusting intuition's subtle heart. Storms of fate blow freely. We must hold fast to our course. Of it all death for and rain, driven by the dreams of what might have been. Trying to catch a break in a broken state. Searching for a smile on the friendly place. Praying for a little bit of saving grace. Abandoned in a foreign place. Lost without a trace. In the ocean's cold embrace. The ocean's cold embrace. The ocean's cold embrace. The ocean's cold Thank you, guys. We're having a great time here at Hilltop Coffee.
Yes, sir.
Every Tuesday night, I'm here with my buddy Steve Horton. Next week, John Kelly and maybe special guests will be performing here in my stead. I'm going to be up in New York State going to a family wedding, and then we're going to Watkins Glen, and we're going to hang out up there for a week or so and visit the wine tasting centers up in that area. And I'm anticipating a real good time, but the Kellys will be filling in for us right here. And I think my buddy Steve here is going to be up in Alaska, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, so we'll leave it
Up in the
Saturday.
Great White North. Yeah, leaving Saturday. You're taking a dog sled? How are you getting up there?
Yeah, I hope not.
All right, well, if you were taking a dog sled, this might be a song you would sing to your dogs as you were trying to get them to hush or mush, or maybe both. I don't know. It's called Hush and Mush. I used to say, Hush You Muskies. No, that's not right. That's a different song. All right. This one's called I Don't Think So. You love your dog, you know you do. You follow him around the yard and pick up his food. Would anyone do that for you? Remy, I don't think so. I don't think so. He knocked over the trash, eats what he wants, vomits on the furniture and eats up your socks. Would anyone take that from you? Kid, I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, but when you come home from a terrible day, you lost your job, your wife ran away, owned your car and the insurance won't pay. Who's there by your side? The shiny guy wagging his tail, licking your face, jumping up and down all over the place. Could any human possibly be so glad just to see you? I don't think so. Oh, he's sniffing your crotch, he's up in your leg. Whatever you are eating, he is bound to pay. Would anyone take that from you? John, I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, you threatened to send him back to the pound. You buried your favorite hash pipe in a hole in the ground. Would anyone take that from you? Sheriff, I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, but when you come home from a terrible day, you lost your job, your wife ran away, stolen your car and the insurance won't pay. Who stands by your side? Shining eyes, wagging his tail, licking your face, jumping up and down all over the place. Could any human possibly be so glad just to see you? I don't think so. red, he don't bounce, he don't butt, he don't favor four-legged friend. He don't dance, he don't bend, he don't burn, he shadow, while other you can defend. He don't dance. He don't dance. Sing it with me. He don't dance. Oh yeah. Thank you guys. We'll go from Huskies to Muskies. I think it's an easy transition. You know, I guess Muskies are kind of like the wolves of freshwater. They eat just about anything. Ducks, muskrats, small children left unattended for too long. And this is a story about a very large muskellunge named Old Mossback. He's native to Lake LaBeouf, which is right outside my hometown up in Waterford. And he's kind of a legendary fish. And we're going to tell you his story. Nestled in the hills of Pennsylvania lies a sleepy little lake they call the Bar. When the first French trappers came, gave the lake its name. They found a land that any outdoor man would love. White-tailed deer and bison freely roam those lands, and the lakes and sparkling streams were full of fish. And the natives know the tale about a great freshwater whale, a muskellunge the Seneca couldn't catch. The natives called him Mossback 'cause he looked just like an oak tree with a hide like Bernie's leather, nearly white as sun. Grandmother of the ditches, old buckster, lunker, musky hogs, the wee inland water of the lake they call the Bar. He was 8 feet long and every inch a fighter. They found a mean horn pie. The Frenchmen couldn't catch him and the English wouldn't try. The Seneca claimed that fish would never die. Well, the years rolled by and no one ever got him. Seneca, French, and English all moved on north of the lake on higher ground. The Americans built a town, even the Yankees couldn't catch that muskellunge. The locals called him Mossback 'cause he looked just like an oak tree with a hide like Bernie's leather, nearly white as sun. Grandmother of the ditches, old buckster, lunker, musky haunts the wee inland water of the lake they call the Bar. My great-granddaddy Bert the blacksmith couldn't catch him. He fished for that big muskie all his life. When he reached the pearly king, he said, "St. Peter, can't you wait? I'd like to catch for that old Mossback one last time." Now they tell me that I'm crazy to believe it. Folks don't put much faith in legends these days, but as sure as you're alive, old Mossback never died. He's a big boss fish in Lake LaBeouf today. The locals call him Mossback 'cause he looks just like an oak tree with a hide like Bernie's leather, nearly white as sun. Grandfather of the ditches, old buckster, lunker, musky haunts the wee inland water of the lake they call the Bar. you guys. Hello everybody on the live stream. Thanks so much for checking us out. We're having a good time here at Hilltop Coffee. I'm enjoying a wonderful latte with peppermint and a shot of caffeine. So if you notice I'm playing like I'm on jet fuel, you'll know why.
I hear you, JP5.
Yeah, there you go. All right, you know, the last few years have been really difficult for all of us in so many ways, from the pandemic to upheaval in our country and our government. And sometimes it feels like about all you can do is just hang on and be brave. And that's the title of this song. This is from an album by the Skiffs. That's me and my daughter Erin, called Inner City Jitters. And this one is called Be Brave. Can you hold me? Be brave. Tell you you're crazy. Be brave. When your mind gets too hazy, be brave. When you feel like the only one, be brave. Go off to a different drum. Be brave. The road you are walking down, be brave. Is the one only you can see. The very next door you may open, may be the one you've been hoping for. A sweet sudden dream could be happening for you. So please, my friends, be brave. La-di-da, li-di-da, 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 li-di-da. La-di-da, li-di-da, 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 li-di-da. La-di-da, li-di-da, 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 da-da-da. So please, my friends, be brave. When no one will listen, be brave. It's truth you've been given. Be brave. When your heart is breaking, be brave. When your dreams have been taken away, the very next door you may open may be the one you've been hoping for. A sweet sudden dream could be happening for you. So please, my friends, be brave. La-di-da, li-di-da, 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 li-di-da. La-di-da, li-di-da, 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 li-di-da. La-di-da, li-di-da, 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 da-da-da. So please, my friends, be brave. La-di-da, li-di-da, 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 li-di-da. La-di-da, li-di-da, 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 li-di-da. La-di-da, li-di-da, 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 da-da-da. So please, my friends, be brave. Thank you, guys. So this is a song about another kind of fishing, catfishing, something we're all familiar with these days with social media. You know, I had a Facebook profile last year with almost 5,000 followers. I was getting 100,000 views a month, and my account got hacked by somebody from Russia, and they started selling land, vehicles, Bitcoin, and everybody, all my friends reported it, and Facebook said, that doesn't violate our community standards. So I guess it's okay to be fraudulent, to steal someone's identity, sell made-up things, and bilk people out of money. That's kind of the community that we're living in these days, apparently. So anyway, I got that off my chest. I have a new account and a bunch of followers who appreciate me, and I appreciate all of you. Thanks everybody for tuning in. This song is called Too Good to Be True. What's that?
Makes me appreciate having an account with just 12 friends and 27 views a month.
That's it. That's all you need right there. 12 good friends. You don't need all those other people. All right. She friended me on Facebook. Dolores was her name. A helicopter pilot for the United States Marines, stationed on down in Kabul, service of the red, white, and blue. She was beautiful and charming, but too good to be true. Too good to be true, like $100 bill on the bathroom floor. Too good to be true, as if I saw your pretty face coming through my door. You're home once more. She's went back home in Memphis now, pouring coffee at the old arcade. The money doesn't go too far, and Grandma, she's in pain. The drugs are real expensive. You send a couple hundred today. You really are my darling. I'll make it up to you someday. Too good to be true, like $100 bill on the bathroom floor. Too good to be true, and if I saw your pretty face coming through my door, you're home once more. Too good to be true, like $100 bill on the bathroom floor. Too good to be true, as if I saw your pretty face coming through my door. You're home once more. She flew on down to Nigeria for a meeting at her daddy's bank. She really is an heiress in that 30s old estate. 24 million euros, but she's gotta get married today. They'll be virtually for a couple of cheese. Today's your lucky day. Too good to be true, like $100 bill on the bathroom floor. Too good to be true, as if I saw your pretty face coming through my door. Too good to be true, you can trust a politician to look out for you. Too good to be true, if you believe in God, then nothing bad will happen to you. Too good to be true, too good to be true. Thank you so much. Mr. Stephen Horton Jr. on the bass, doing a fabulous job. Oh, yeah. Yay. All right, so this one's pretty new, and kind of wrote it with a friend of mine in mind, Mr. William Harness, a wonderful poet from Tennessee, who's had some experiences, many of them unfortunate, with them bipolar women. And that's the title of this song, and we're going to give it a shot. Be leery of them bipolar women. They'll steal your heart, set your head to spinning. You're losing when you thought you were winning. Be leery of them bipolar women. They'll say, swear to you they took their meds this morning. Then take your car and wallet without warning. Spend every penny and hold your call. Wake up in some sleepy bar. Call collect from halfway across the country. Be leery of them bipolar women. They'll steal your heart, set your head to spinning. You're losing when you thought you were winning. Be leery of them bipolar women. They'll swear to you they love you like no other. Then run off to Tahiti with your brother. Fall asleep in the back of the bus. Wake up in custody in Damascus. Call collect to ask you to post bail. Be leery of them bipolar women. They'll steal your heart, set your head to spinning. You're losing when you thought you were winning. Be leery of them bipolar women. I love you, I hate you, I do appreciate you. I love you to the moon and stars. Sorry about your credit cards, didn't mean to wreck your car. Why they had to walk too far? Thank God I made it to this far. They even let me run the tab, but now I gotta call a cab and nobody will take my call. Know that underneath it all you love me till the end of time. Western Union would be fine. Be leery of them bipolar women. They'll steal your heart, set your head to spinning. You're losing when you thought you were winning. Be leery of them bipolar women. Be leery. Be leery. Be leery. Be leery of them bipolar women. And be leery of them bipolar men too, because they have their own issues. I'm sure we've all had experiences. I know. Did you take your lithium, Tim? So you may have noticed we have like a lot of divisive rhetoric in our country, and a lot of people angry about all kinds of stuff and blaming each other when really it's the billionaires that are picking our pockets. And the sooner we realize that, the sooner we can stop squabbling with each other and work together for the common good, as is America's basic idea and history. You know, that's who we are. So here's a song about unity. It's called Not a Revolution. revolution of love, not a revolution of hate, not a revolution of my right or wrong, not a revolution of my weak or strong, not a revolution till we all get along. There isn't a hell of a lot of difference between you and me, not a revolution of us, not a revolution of them, oh no, not a revolution of my left or right, not a revolution of my black or white, not a revolution till we all get along. There isn't a hell of a lot of difference between you and me. Not a revolution of it, not a revolution of our no, not a revolution of my rich or poor, not a revolution of my peace or war. You can't be a revolution if we all can see. If we don't help each other, we cannot be free. Bom, 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 bom. All right. Thank you, guys. Here's a song about gun violence. We're still experiencing shootings, mass shootings, individual shootings, suicides, all that at a record pace, as is our custom here in America. And everybody's got guns. We even had somebody trying to get to the president again the other night at the correspondence dinner. So, you know, I just wish we could figure out a way to keep all the gun owners happy and keep all the children safe. I guess that would be my bottom line. And this is a song about that. It's called The Culture of the Gun. And it's really just kind of a litany of the many different victims of gun violence that we have here in our country. So here we go. Tommy Rice was playing in the park with his pellet gun. His sister watched them shoot him down. It's a meeting breakfast, a drive-by spiller in Wilson, London. Trayvon Martin walking home from the 7-Eleven store. John Simmons been shot up in the chest. Trayvon walks the earth no more. Living and dying, the culture of the God, Father will end it. The culture of the God. Living and dying, the culture of the God, Father will end it. The culture of the God. John Lennon into popsicle, too many songs remain unsung. Kurt Cobain lines unexplained, slayed by his own shotgun. Bobby, Jack, and Martin were taken one by one. Their beautiful souls were silenced at the hand of a trigger man. Living and dying, the culture of the God, Father will end it. The culture of the God. Living and dying, the culture of the God, Father will end it. The culture of the God. The children are shooting each other on the streets and in the schools. 50 died in Columbine, 26 in Sandy Hook. Stuart Ruger, Smith and Wesson, 6 Hour and Remington. The golden ring of freedom, probably worn on their bloodstained hands. Living and dying, the culture of the God, Father will end it. The culture of the God. Living and dying, the culture of the God, Father will end it. The culture of the God. The merchants of death take profit on the murder of our daughters and sons. Please pray for the souls of the fallen in the culture of the God. Here's something a little on the lighter side. You know, ever since the pandemic, it seems like no one's really working anywhere. And you call up a business, you don't get a human, no. You get a phone tree with 7 choices, none of which are what you want. And you get to the end, you think you're going to talk to a human, but there's no one there. And that frustration I put into this song. It's called, Can I Get a Human? question. It rang a little while, then I heard a guy say, please listen carefully, we've recently amended all our options. If you know your party's extension, you may enter it at any time. Press 1 for the company directory. Press 2, say how the español. Press 3 for God's payable, receivable, and collectible. Press 4 to remove the lost and stolen cars. Press 5 to hear these options repeated. Press 6 if you need to hear your options. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I get a human being, please? This stone tree is turning my brain to cheese. Don't give me some recorded spiel. Let me talk to someone real. Can I please, 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 get a human being? John? Ah, there it is. Perfect. I called my daughter up today. Just wanted someone real to talk to. It rang a little while, then I heard a voice say, please listen carefully, I've recently amended all my options. If you know the proper extension, you may enter it at any time. I'll press 1 for a Key of Skiff directory. Press 2, say hi to español. Press 3 to access voicemail, Facebook, and Twitter. Press 4 to send a text message, I'll answer it as soon as I can. Press 5 to hear these options repeated. Press 6 if you didn't hear your option. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I get a human being, please? This stone tree is turning my brain to cheese. Don't give me some recorded spiel. Let me talk to someone real. Can I please, 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 get a human being? I called the IRS yesterday. I just wondered when I'm gonna get my refund. It rang a little while, then I heard a guy say, please listen carefully, we recently updated all our options. If you know the proper extension, you may enter it at any time. Or press 1 for the IRS directory. Press 2, say hi to español. Press 3 if you receive a laptop, please enter the number at the top of the title page. Press 4 to set up an account to pay your bill. Press 5 to hear these options repeated. Press 6 if thanks for getting those lighters out. I appreciated that.
You're gonna have to take off.
All right. Thanks so much for coming out.
Yeah.
See you guys Thursday?
Yeah, we'll be there Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday, yeah.
Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday. I had to think, wait a minute. Yeah, I'll be there Thursday.
Yeah, and you see what you got here. You
Yeah.
never know who all's going to show up or not, but it's a great place to play.
Yeah.
And the coffee is excellent.
Everything's
Oh, yeah.
excellent.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
aware.
Yeah, that's good. Go home and mow the lawn.
Oh, God.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I
Maybe
gotta
not.
go home and do
Go
laundry.
home and get the guitar out. There you
That's a
go.
plan.
All right.
That's a plan.
All right. Thanks so much, guys. Yeah.
See y'all
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. See you next Tuesday.
All right, looking forward to it.
Okay.
All right, y'all have a
Thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Yeah. All right. LA and John, thanks so much. Donna, I see you on there too. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah.
What's John's wife's name?
What's that?
What's his wife's name?
Sam. Oh, not Cheryl. It's Cheryl. John and Cheryl. Yeah, John and Cheryl. Yes. All right, we're going to do something a little more, almost like a hymn. This is something new. It's kind of a springtime song about renewal, and it's called, it is called, Why Not the Hearts of Men? more fearful force inside the light, light to renew. Why not the hearts of men? Thank you. Why not? Why don't we give it a shot? Let's open our hearts and care about each other. How about that for something different?
That works.
I think that would work. I think we should give it a shot. All right. This is another song that will be on my new EP that I will be debuting on May 28th at Antonio's. And this song is called Social Insecurity. The kids to cars, the luggage almost big. Then she got sick and lost a job. The medical goes on duty and mom now they're living in social insecurity. They're living in social insecurity. We got about 130 people sleeping in the street. They're all living in social insecurity. Hey! living in social insecurity. 14,000 children have been sent to eternity. They were all living in social insecurity. Living in social insecurity. Living in social insecurity. Thank you so kindly. Brother John, I see you on the live stream. Thanks so much for tuning in up in beautiful Erie, Pennsylvania. Oh, just stay right there. You know, every once in a while, you're driving around and you see like a beam of light come down through the clouds. It hits a tree on a faraway hill that you've never seen before. It's so far away, but all of a sudden, the light hits it just right and you're aware of it for the first time, and it changes your perspective. And that happens to us in life sometimes. That's kind of what this song is about. It's called Bolt Out of the Blue. One day a beam of light Thank you, guys. You're small and mighty. An audience. So this song harkens back to those days of yore when Americans could agree to disagree and then work together for the common good. You know, it's an old idea. I think it's a good one. I think we should bring it back. So that's what this song is about. It's called Agree With Me. good one, huh, Remy? Oh, yeah. All right. I'm going to detune here a little bit. Right, this is a fairly new song, and it's kind of about the transition point where rain changes to snow, where love turns to something else, and you know, life is always changing. You never quite know what's going to happen, and that's I guess the subject matter of this song. It's called can't remember. Sorry.
That's that old timers kicking in.
That's it. Alzheimer's. CRS. Can't remember
CRS.
shit. I have CRS syndrome.
Yeah, can't remember stuff.
I can't remember stuff. Yeah, that's a better way to say it. All right. We'll figure it out by the time we get to the end of the song what the title is. But
That's what
anyway.
I usually do anyway.
Yeah, that's right. It's good advice. Thank you, Stephen. I watch the rain change to snow. The silver teardrops where did go? Came falling to the earth without a sound and disappeared into the ground. December rain can feel so cold. It chills the body and the soul. Remembering the days of summer past. We always knew the life won't last. Remember when you were my world. I always knew you'd be beautiful slow dance. We're in that slow dance mood, so if you're out there in Facebook land watching this live stream, I want you to grab the person or the pet or the stuffed animal that got you through lockdown, because we're going to sing the lockdown slow dance for you. This is called Clear Corona Skies. Social isolation is nothing new to me. Mindless conversation has been isolating me. Please stop filling up my silence with your promises and lies. Now that I'm living in my basement, under the clear corona sky. Now that I'm living in my basement, under the clear corona sky. I had a little fever. My throat was getting dry, so I drove down to the clinic. No test was there to be prescribed. You've got to be a little sicker, son. Your fever must be very high. So now I'm living in my basement, under the clear corona sky. So now I'm living in my basement, under the clear corona sky. I hear the sirens in the distance. I hear them crying in my sleep. Lord, I'm not afraid of dying, but I have promises to keep to all my friends and my relations. I love you more than I can say. I sing from my basement, under the clear corona sky. I sing from my basement, under the clear corona sky. The carbon burning has been quelled. You know you can breathe more deeply where waters run so pure and bright. I sing lava from my basement under the clear corona sky. I sing lava from my basement under the clear corona sky. I sing lava from my basement under the clear corona sky. Thank you, guys. My good friend Marie is recovering from shoulder replacement surgery. And my daughter Hannah's been out helping her out around her house. Marie is an avid gardener, and over the last couple of years she's gifted me with a number of blackberry plants, and I now have a pretty extensive section of blackberries, thornless blackberries, in my backyard. The blossoms there, it's loaded with blossoms this year for the first time, so I'm thinking I'm going to get quite a few blackberries. You know, I'm looking forward to it. It's one of my favorite fruits.
More water, hot water.
And it takes me back, just thinking about it, to my childhood. My family didn't have a lot of cash growing up, so we lived in a rural area and we gathered a lot of wild food, berries, apples, wild strawberries, huckleberries, blueberries, gooseberries, you name it, black walnuts, English walnuts, chestnuts, butternuts.
Yes, sir.
We all fished. I had 3 brothers. I still do have 3 brothers, and we all fished and hunted. As soon as we were old enough, we got a shotgun, and it was like, all right, kid, we need something on the table. Let's go. And I was always really tremendously impressed with the bounty of nature. There's so much wild food out there available that most of us are not even aware of, unless we live more of that kind of indigenous sort of lifestyle.
Right.
So anyway, this is a song about all of that. It's called Gifts of the Land. And this is from my first album, which was called Flower and Sword, recorded back in 1978 and 79 for Icarus Records. The ebony fruit that goes deep in the underbrush, leading the picker through thicket and thorn. The woodland cathedral stands washed in its stillness. The meadow lies hazy and warm. The berries, black beans, of the setting June. Strung on the necklace of brambles so green, laying off his sun casts a fiery beacon. The blackberries glimmer and bleed. One of the gifts of life, before the day you put forth the effort and reach out your hand. One of the gifts of life, time for the day to reach out and gather the gifts of the light. sunset, a brilliant vermilion, silhouettes of blue, slow flight. One of the gifts of life, before the day, put forth the effort, and open your eyes. One of the gifts of life, right for the day, open your eyes, and witness the gifts of the light. Coming home to a kitchen that's warmed by the presence of a person who loves you, and body that cares, secure in the knowledge of family around you, is loving and willing to share all of the gifts of life before the day. All of the gifts of life, God for the day, put forth the effort, and reach out your hand. All of the gifts of life, God for the day, put forth the effort, and reach out your hand. All of the gifts of life, God for the day. And gather the gifts of the light.
First time I've heard that one.
Yeah, I don't think you have heard that one. You did a wonderful job of following along. This is another song from that same album. And this was written for a friend of mine who has the unique ability to come into a room and say something funny and get everybody laughing, smiling, having a good time. That's a real gift. Bless you, Remy. Was that a sneeze? Bless you. So yeah, this is for my friend Sherry, and it's called Love to Lend. Sherry brings me laughter when my water is slipping, when my concentration stacking, I find my spirit slipping down, down, down into some silent empty room. Cause then her image scream invades my gloom and banishes my demons from the room. Sherry makes me jealous for no apparent reason. When the talk grows deep and serious, conversations easing down, down, down into some pessimistic groove. It's Then her gentle earth begins to move. She begins to blossom and to bloom. Her wealth is ever growing and increasing. Though she's given so much less than what she spends, and she's seen her share of sorrow, tasted bitter, and still, lady's got a lot of love to learn. I said the lady's got a lot of love to learn. Conversation cheesing down into some pessimistic groove. It's then her gentle earth begins to move. Soon begins to blossom and to bloom. And the wealth is at the growing and increasing. Though she's given so much less than what she spends, and she's seen her share of sorrow, tasted bitter, and still, lady's got a lot of love to learn. I said the lady's got a lot of love to learn. And her love is ever growing and increasing. Though she's been given so much less than what she spends, and she's seen her share of sorrow, she's tasted bitter, and still the lady's got a lot of love to lend. I said the lady's got a lot of love to lend. So excuse me while I make an observation. Though I packaged it in rhyme, it's wrapped with care. For she's the lover of another, but I dearly love her as my friend. 'Cause the lady's got a lot of love to lend. I said the lady's got a lot of love to lend. Well, it's apparent that the lady's got a lot of love to lend. Oh boy. Excuse me, yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I had it all together until the last note. And a little bit of, I think I got a breath of pollen coming in. What is that? Fresh air? We can't have that. Of course we can. All right, we've got time for maybe one more, maybe two. I don't know. We'll see. This might be the last one. This started out to be a song about writing a song, but then it turned into something different altogether. And the title is, Oh, Wouldn't That Be Nice? Oh, wouldn't it be nice if everything worked out That's what I'm hoping for. So here we go. This will be our last song of the evening. I'd like to thank Mr. Stephen Horton Jr. on the bass. Phenomenal job as always. And thanks everybody who stopped by. Thanks everyone watching on the live stream and the replay. All right, here we go. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Oh yeah.
Good job.
Thank you so much.
Good job with bass.
Thank you, Remy.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Stephen Horton Jr.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, John and Cheryl Kelly. Thanks everybody else who stopped in. We really appreciate you all. Thanks everybody on the live stream. Next week, John Kelly and maybe Cheryl will be here at Hilltop Coffee. John will also be running the Antonio's open mic next week. I'm going to be out of town, so everybody have a safe week. We'll see you all back here in 2 weeks, and everybody hang in there. Thanks for tuning in.